All right, hi everyone. This is Patrick Murphy from USA Swimming, here with Dan Dingman from Commit Swimming to go over the Swims 3.0 and Commit Swimming integration. So I'll kick it off to Dan.
Hey everybody. So yeah, as Patrick said, my name is Dan Dingman. I'm the CEO and founder of Commit Swimming. We've recently launched the Commit Team Suite, which is our team management software that integrates with our workout management software, which is more well-known and has been around for 7 years now. This is what you're staring at right now is the Commit Team Suite admin coach dashboard. And today we want to demo the Swims 3.0 connection. Before we get into that, there's two questions that are commonly asked about our connection with Swims. The first is, does it sync up times data? The answer to that is it does not. It's strictly a registration-based connection. So we sync up rosters and registration information with USA Swimming. The second is, how do I register? How do I submit my batch files on September 1st? The answer is that there are no more batch files. Parents register by going to the USA Swimming link. More on that later. That's specific to your club. They register directly with USA Swimming, so you will no longer be needing to submit batch files and doing batch registrations. So first, we're going to talk about how to connect to the Swims 3.0 API and set up that connection. There's one thing you have to do in Commit, and there's one thing you have to do on USA Swimming. And in Commit, you'll see this little Swims 3.0 connection widget in your dashboard. Just click yes. And what we're doing now is we're going to USA Swimming and saying, all right, they want to connect. So there's two things, something went wrong, right? There's two things that could have gone wrong. One is that you haven't activated Commit Swimming as a vendor in your USA Swimming portal. So you can go ahead over to your USA Swimming portal to do that. In this case, we have done that. The one thing we haven't done is confirm that our team code and LSC code are correct inside of Commit. So if you head on over to your team settings in Commit, I did this on purpose to show you that error. So we will provide that error if this doesn't match USA Swimming's records, and then click save. So now, if I head on over to our USA Swimming thing here or on the dashboard, it's the same connection widget. We should see that the Swims 3.0 connection is live. All right, so this is the hub. This is the only thing that matters with the Swims 3.0 connection right here. This is where you see whether or not you're connected, what your USA Swimming registration link is for families, and information on syncing your roster with USA Swimming. And I will get into that in a second. So from here, there's three things that matter. The first is syncing your roster with USA Swimming's membership data. So you can see here, this is the number of USA Swimming members on USA Swimming's end that we pulled. This is the number of swimmers that were there that are not in Commit. So we're going to automatically sync up all that data with your roster. In a perfect world, this number would say 0. Because there's 3, we'll go click Manage Details here. So you can see we have 3 swimmers that are in USA Swimming's database that are connected to your club that are not in Commit. Say you want to add them all, just check them, click Add 3 swimmers to Commit. We'll go ahead and add them to your roster. So when I exit out of this there, now you can see there's 0 swimmers not in Commit. So this means that every swimmer on USA Swimming's end is also on your roster in Commit, except there's one that is inactive in Commit. So this is useful just to make sure to confirm that they're supposed to be inactive. And in the same pull-out menu here, you can see that inactive swimmer is named Hello Test. This is their USA ID. And this is the registration type that they have with USA Swimming and their expiration date. You can go ahead and add that swimmer to Commit and make them active or not. That's up to you. So you can do that here or on the roster itself. So that's the first thing that the connection does, is it syncs up the membership data and allows you to manage that connection and make sure that all the members on USA Swimming side are also accounted for in Commit. The second thing is to make sure that your families know how to register for USA Swimming. So if they're not registered, or if they need to renew their membership or manage it in any way, this is the magic link. So we provide this here to you. You can go ahead and copy it to the clipboard really easily. Go on over to your roster. A common use case would be, say, okay, let's filter by anyone who's not registered for USA Swimming yet, and in a registration group that should be, let's say, senior. So if you know that all your swimmers in the senior group should be registered, and you see all these people are not, go ahead, check them all, send a message over here. And we leave this completely up to you as to how you want to message your families. Please use this link to register for USA Swimming. We found the simpler, the better with communication with clubs. So that's our advice, as well as keep things plain text, links, very clear instructions, one thing to do at a time, and go ahead and send the message. So that's an example of how you would send out the link to families. Obviously, it's super flexible. Copy the link, send it however you want, post it on social media, put it on your website and commit, wherever you want to put it, however you want to send it, whoever you want to send it to, that's up to you. So that's number two, right? Is making sure that that link is accessible. So one other cool thing is that if you are a parent, so in this case, I'm both a parent and a coach of this team. I'm going to go ahead and switch roles. This is what the parent dashboard looks like in Commit. So aside from all this other stuff going on here, we have this USA Swimming widget as well. So if your team is a USA Swimming club and has that USA Swimming 3.0, Swims 3.0 connection, all your parents will see this. They will also see which one of their swimmers, a list of all their swimmers, and whether or not they have a USA Swimming ID or an active registration. If they do have an active registration, when it expires, what type it is, all that fun stuff. They can click this link as well. So this is front and center of their Commit Swimming dashboard. And also you can send them the link. So there's basically two ways that you get at existing members. Let's go ahead and switch back to coach. And now the third thing that matters. So number one was syncing up your roster with USA Swimming. Number two was making sure that existing families know how to register for USA Swimming or manage their registrations with USA Swimming. And the third important thing is to make sure that new families signing up know to register for USA Swimming if they're supposed to. So if we go ahead over to our programs, which is under payments, any one of the, you can do this with any one of the programs in Commit as you make a new one, or if you want to edit an existing one. Go over to your program group. So here we have two groups, Group A and Group B. You can see one has the USA Swimming badge. This means that the settings of this program for this registration group are set such that anyone registering for Group A will be prompted to register for USA Swimming with your club's unique registration link. So if we go back to draft mode for this program for a second here, I'll show you what this looks like when you're creating the program. When you're setting up your program for registration, you have your basic program information here, and you set up your groups and you map them to your different training groups in the Commit Performance Suite. You have this new toggle here that says prompt USA Swimming registration. Toggle this on for any group that you want to prompt to register for USA Swimming in that registration process. So we'll go ahead and make this live again, and I'll show you what this looks like for the parent that's registering. So here we have a registration flow for a new family that came through. They added 2 swimmers, signed all the necessary documents, parents, emergency contacts, address information, everything that was set up in your registration. Then they go ahead and register for a club. This is our test credit card here. Once they pay and they're signed up, there's 2 things that are important for the parents to do. One is to make their Commit Swimming account, and 2 is to register for USA Swimming if you prompted them to. And so right here, this is where they set their password for Commit, and this is where they register for USA Swimming. Now, keep in mind, if they forget to register for USA Swimming, once they log in, the first thing they'll see is that USA Swimming widget. So if I go ahead and parent and create this account here, you'll see right here, it's like, whoops, nope. Pebbles and Cali both are not registered. And there's that link again. So this is pretty front and center. If you want it to be, you can make it front and center and make sure your families are registered. Of course, sending out the link to families also is a way to get them to register for USA Swimming. So we try to make it accessible for your parents and easy for you to put this in front of their face if it's something that you need. Any questions about this at all, always reach out to us at team@commitswimming.com. The other thing that is up right now is on our support site under Team Suite. There's a Swims 3.0 article that walks through basically everything that we just talked about in those 3 specific functions that the integration with Swims 3.0 has in Commit. And we will be also posting video help tutorials on this as well. Hopefully you don't need to read any of this because it's pretty simple and powerful. Thanks, everybody.